So before we move on, let's focus on the result. A fair result, Augie, 1-0 in the end, or do you think in the end somebody probably could have stolen the 3 points?
Yeah, I think 1-1 was a fair result. Now, obviously, City fans will probably rightly argue that goal that was disallowed was a bit soft. It was definitely soft, but as Stevie says, you put a fingernail on the shoulder of somebody these days, a goalkeeper, and it's a foul. But I think overall, I think it was a fair result. I think, Liverpool had a game plan, and, it was almost like to sit back and let City have a go at them and try and hit them on the counter-attack. Didn't work, but still, they created enough chances. And if Darwin Núñez could stay on side a little bit more or have a little bit more control, they might have scored more. So, yeah, it could have ended 3-1 to either side, but I think the draw is a fair result. Like I said, it's a great result for the Premier League title race.
Yeah, let's go to that specific point now, because Collins, let's show that graphic here and update everybody of the Premier League table. City 29, Liverpool 28 points, Arsenal 27, Spurs 26, Villa 25. That's how tight, everybody, this title race is. Not just the top four, not just the top five, depending obviously on how many teams make it to the Champions League. But that's how tight this Premier League title race is, which is, as Augie said from the top, very, very exciting, at least for the neutral. And now, Stevie Nicol, if Arsenal beat Brentford, albeit momentarily or albeit for a few days or whatever, they go top. A massive opportunity for Mikel Arteta and co.
Yeah, it kind of feels as though nobody's try to grab this thing by the scruff of the neck and say, come and get it. We're the team to beat. As Augie said, Man City do look as though they're a little vulnerable. And I think it's telling that in a game where we're talking about players being tired, the Guardiola makes no substitutions. I mean, that makes no sense to me. It sort of tells me that he doesn't quite trust what he's got on the bench. For so many years we've been talking about how deep this Man City team is. Well, we didn't see that today. I firmly believe that he didn't trust any of his substitutes today to bring them on.
Which is very,
it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
And December coming up, right? And the Champions League, it's a bit confusing, right? Yeah.
I mean, it makes no sense. You've got players running around who clearly are tired, who are exhausted, probably would be a better word, but you still don't bring anybody off. And you've got a Liverpool side who've got 5 fresh bodies who are trying to go forward and come running at you. And again, you still don't make any changes just to stiffen things up or just say, look, we'll take the point. So that to me says I absolutely agree with Augie. There's definitely a vulnerability about City. But as I said, at the end of the day, nobody's grabbing this title, which is good to watch. It's great for the title race.
Stevie, can I just ask you? So going back to your playing days, you're in that Liverpool side. I think won 3 successive titles. Nobody's ever won 4 before, and the reason for that is because obviously the motivation or there's something there. When you've won it so many times, is there a kind of subconscious switch off whereby you just know you're better than everybody else, and it's just there's just whether City have been affected by that
no.
They're just looking around the rivals thinking we can get to March, we'll be all right, and maybe this time they're not all right in March or April.
No, it's not, and there's a reason why you win 3 in a trot, because that motivation is always there. The fact of the matter is, I think City were just gassed. I don't believe, and it's down to the managers. Pep Guardiola 100% is, to me, exactly like the way Dalglish was and the way Paisley and Fagan were. There's an expectation and there's a standard. And if you go anywhere close to going below your own standard, never mind the team, then they're on you. And that's why you can go and win 3 titles in a trot. So, no, I absolutely don't think that Man City are thinking, we just need to keep playing and we're going to win anyway. So, no, I don't think that's the problem, Augie.
Yeah, it's the hunger of not just making it to the top, but staying there. That's obviously going to be a continuous thing. But it's a very, very tight title race.